Hi there, students. To look up. Well, that's one meaning of to look up. But there are other meanings which are those of a phrasal verb. So, firstly, things can look up. They are improving. There are good prospects for the future. So it seems like the future's going to be better. The weather is looking up. The grey clouds are going. The situation is looking up. Yeah, the situation looks like it's getting better. Okay, so to look up, to get better, to improve. I think my finances are going to look up because I've got a new job. Okay, so to look up, something looks up, a situation looks up, intransitive. Okay, another meaning, you look up information. If you don't know the meaning of a word, you look it up in a dictionary, or maybe you look it up in internet. Yeah, so to look up is to retrieve information from a list, from a reference source, from internet, from a book, from some sort of place, to retrieve information. I had to look up his phone number. Yeah, I'll have to look that up and discover how to do it. Okay, you can also look somebody up, to visit. If you're in the area, look me up. John lives in Wolverhampton, so as you're going to Wolverhampton tomorrow, why don't you look him up? So it means to pay a brief visit to somebody, especially after some time has passed. Yeah? You don't look up your friend every day who lives next door. No, if you go somewhere where it's unusual or somebody you don't see often, you look them up. It's like you look for their address and you find where they are. Yeah? To make contact with them. Yeah? If you're in the district, look me up. Yeah, come and find me and make contact, and we can have a drink maybe. So look him up, separable. And then finally to look up to somebody. But notice the to. This makes it very different. To respect, to have respect for. So I look up to my dad because he's a wonderful person. If you have a teacher you can look up to, you will learn much more. So to look up to somebody, to have respect, to feel respect for them. I wish there were politicians in Europe that we could look up to, but they don't really exist. So notice, look up to somebody, inseparable, look up to him. So let's just go over this again. To look up, but that's not a phrasal verb. To improve, things are looking up, the situation is looking up, intransitive. To look up information, look up the meaning in a dictionary. Look up the answer in the reference section at the back. Look it up, separable. Next meaning, to visit. Look me up if you're in the area. Why don't you look John up because he lives where you're going? Look him up, separable. And then finally, to look up to somebody, to have respect for somebody, to feel that they deserve respect because they're a good person and they are fair and honest. So I look up to my dad. So what about formality? Well, phrasal verbs are always a little bit informal. So to improve, maybe more formally, to get better, to ameliorate, if you like. To look up information, to check a reference, okay, to look up friends, to visit, to pay a visit, more formal, and then to look up to somebody, to have respect for that person. Okay, so there you go, to look up. It sounds like a simple phrasal verb, but it's got various meanings. Anyway, enough. If you enjoyed the video, give it a rating, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now. Look up.